We live in strange times. A series of events created the perfect storm that disrupted the world of consumer electronics. I find it extremely interesting. Companies keep announcing new products that no one can buy because they're not manufactured in sufficient volumes. This pushes prices at an all-time high, and also a rush into building more and more factories of semiconductors because of the high profitability of the market that in the near future will see an oversupply and consequently another crisis of the opposite kind. But let's talk about the present. Since it's hard or way too expensive to buy new computer components, this is a good time for second-hand parts and for pushing the performance of what you already have. In fact, worldwide shortage of microchips or not, I think it's always a good idea to upgrade your hardware to a level of performance that fits your needs now, rather than giving in to marketing tactics and buying the latest, newest and most expensive technology. Some manufacturers even go to the extent of embedding memory, RAM and SSD, into the computer itself, making it unupgradable. So you're forced to buy more than you need to begin with and a whole new device in the future. I think this is just terrible and creates more e-waste than ever, despite the widely advertised green philosophy of the company that I'm thinking about. I guess money always wins over ideals. That aside, a friend of mine needs a new computer. So I salvaged this HP All-in-One and I'm going to upgrade every single bit of it that I can. My good friend Daniel, the IT guy for a local organization, was kind enough to let me save this dated PC from being thrown out. Thank you, Daniel. Sure, it's not as pretty and colorful as a new iMac, but it's got a lot of ports that you can actually use because they're on the side instead of the back. It also has an SD card slot because it belongs to an era when computers made sense instead of just looking pretty. And yeah, it's not as thin as an Apple product, but it's a desktop computer. Once you place it on a desk and sit in front of it, you're not gonna check how slim it is. The footprint is more important, I think, and I'm ready to bet that the stand is not much different from other computers. The specs of this machine are as follows. It has a decent 23-inch high-definition display, 8GB of user upgradable RAM, a socket 1155 CPU. According to the manual, the fastest CPU supported is a Core i7-3770S. But this also tells me that the computer can dissipate the heat from a 95-watt CPU. So I'll try my luck and install an i7-3770. No S or K after that, which draws 77 watts of power. It has an NVIDIA GeForce GT 630M on a so-called MXM 3.0 card. It's upgradable, but cards with that interface are rare and therefore expensive. It's got a classic 1TB hard drive, a Blu-ray burner, wow, Wi-Fi BGN adapter on a mini PCI Express card. I don't know if a newer card would fit, so for faster speeds, I'll play safe and just plug in an external adapter. What else? It's got a TV tuner. Interesting. It originally came with wireless keyboard, mouse, and even a remote. I don't have any of those unfortunately, but if my friend wants the remote, it can be found online for about $20 including shipping. This computer came with Windows 7 pre-installed. My hope is that Microsoft still allows to upgrade to the latest version for free. I made a USB boot drive to do a fresh installation. What I like about this HP product is that they provide an upgrading and servicing guide with all the instructions needed to open and upgrade this machine. That's awesome! So here's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to upgrade this bad boy and install the following parts: 16GB of RAM, a faster CPU, a 0.5 TB SSD, a cheap adapter to mount the SSD into the unit, a newer Wi-Fi adapter capable of AC speeds, and I will change the BIOS battery with a new one while I have this thing open, just to be safe. I will also use a can of compressed air to clean dust buildups, and new thermal paste and thermal pads if needed. Proper heat dissipation can really extend the life of computer components, and hopefully these upgrades will squeeze some more performance and years of life out of this machine. I think my friend will be pleased. Let's get to work.
You don't need to hesitate. No, it's not too late, and I wouldn't go without you. I might be able to ease your mind. Yes, it's magic, don't believe me, just watch me, watch ya. This unraveling thread ends in your defense. You don't even know me, and it makes no sense. But if you seek, you will find it. Yeah, I'm the king of second chances and one more tries. I give you love, you wanted nothing. It's chemical, hold on to something. We've got enough, so either way you don't need to hesitate. I couldn't believe my eyes, caught me by surprise. Wherever you go, I'll follow. Say whatever you need to say, take my breath away, just keep it until tomorrow. This unraveling thread ends in your defense. You don't even know me, and it makes no sense. But if you seek, you will find it. Yeah, I'm the king of second chances and one more tries. I give you love, you wanted nothing. It's chemical, hold on to something. We've got enough, so either way you don't need to hesitate. God, I had to let you know that I feel like let's strike through my fingers to my toes. And I've looked everywhere until I found you look like home. And I hope you stick around. And I say, oh my God, I had to let you know that I feel like let's strike through my fingers to my toes. And I looked everywhere until I found you look like home. And I hope you stick around. You know that I feel like this track through my fingers to my toes. And I looked everywhere until I found you look like home. And I hope you stick around. My God, I had to let you know that I feel like this track through my fingers to my toes. And I looked everywhere until I found you look like home. And I hope you stick around.
All done! This new old machine can be of service for a few extra years. Today we save money on a new PC and did something good for the environment by not sending this dated but still capable computer to the tip. Now I know what you're all thinking. It's all well and good, but can you run Crysis? I mean Minecraft. Yes, it can. And it can do much more than that. It can edit HD videos with ease, play Blu-ray movies, edit photos, pretty much anything within reason. I hope you found this quick hack video useful and that it gave you one more reason to upgrade your computer instead of buying a new one. See you in the next video. Well, you are all... Now I know what you are all... Now I know what you all... Well... But I don't know what the hell you're all up to.